camps ahead.
Yeah.
Sejuani's going to lose this. We'll see if they can get anything done on Fudge. Does Fudge have a ward to actually leap strike over?
Fudge may be in a little bit of trouble here, but immediately using the counter-strike, but now he's got none of those resources left. That should be first blood, easy peasy. Fudge goes over the wall, but he gets chased, and he's in the middle of TSM territory. It is first blood to TSM.
So nice little invade there from Blabber, but great patience from Boogie, realizing he can't actually contest because he didn't have the smite, so don't mess with the Raptors. Just lay a trap for Fudge, who you're expecting to come down to try to cover that invade. He does just that. It does cost him the flash out of Boogie, but Solo gets first blood and doesn't have to spend a summoner. So this is amazing. You know, he's just camping out in that brush. No one checks it from that Cloud9 side. They saw that Fudge was actually, in the area as he walked by. And so Gnar just comes down and they collapse on him from two sides.
Runs, and Solo's now the target. Here comes the Fudge Copter, and C9 tears a hole through TSM, but Maple's ready to fight back. He tries to get the damage onto Berserker, but it won't be found. Berserker's got the shutdown, and C9 gets 3 for 1.
C9 come to life, biding their time. They find the opportunity here to go in the mid lane. Neo had chunked out Berserker, but he spent a lot of his resources to do it. And they say, we can just engage. There's so much CC that is there. Blabber gets in the middle of everyone, hits a wall with a Strikebreaker slow. Galio ult's coming in. Everyone has to flee. Yeah. And then in the midst of that, Fudge is on top of your team, pumping out the damage. And Cloud9 able to come out on top big time in that, but they weren't able to take the dragon off the back of it, so TSM still potential to fight for this. We'll see if they're going to be able to get it on the map fast enough, though, because Maple does not have his TP. So if Cloud9 want to go for it, it's got to be now.
That might be a big catch. They force flash out of Sven, but now the taunt, the chain CC back down to Boogie. Solo with a big man, multi-hit Mega Gnar ulti on to 3, but it won't matter. C9's already found the first kill, and they're going in for the second. Fudge locks them down, Berserker blows them up. Now they're going to switch their attention back over to the top laner yet again. It's Pentaangle, but Fudge has already died. Berserker got a Quadra. Maple's the last man standing. C9.
They want it. They want it.
Little help. Maple's going to try to fight all 4. Blabber goes in with the spell shield. He's able to find the fear. Deflex coming in for the taunt. Laser over the wall. Berserker firing. Pentakill for the Cloud9 AD carry.
The whole team comes together. One mission to get Berserker that Penta. And it is mission accomplished for Cloud9 here. They get the Penta, they get the Dragon, and congratulations to Blabber, one of the best junglers in LCS all time, has just reached 1,800 all-time LCS assists.
What a play to get it off of. Run it back. Let's see it again.
Yeah, this was pretty amazing here. Great bubble onto Sven, and they think, hey, we can actually take down this Lulu, but Sven has the flash. He flashes out of there, and the CC stack is so massive. Taunt, knockup, polymorph, fear, everything landing onto Boogie here, and despite how tanky he is, it finds the time for Berserker to get going. Berserker has that lethal tempo stacked up. He is just going nuts in this fight. Then Fudge goes forward. Look at the health bars that Cloud9 are working with. Such a good job just balancing this kind of nice edge in this fight where so many of them are so low. They wait for the cooldowns and then they say, we can do it again. The ulti comes up there for Sven. Polymorph into the fear, into the taunts, everything landing here, and then Cloud9 backs up. They say, Berserker, you deserve it. Take the Penta, buddy.
What a reaction. Wow. Stone cold killer, man. Oh, baby. Now, that's not a Zeri damage graph. I don't know what is. 5,300 coming out of the C9 marksman after the pentakill performance. A 20-minute pentakill is hard to do.
Yeah, no kidding. But look at the damage difference between the junglers. There's 200 damage for the Sejuani, 3,200 for the Nocturne. So Blabber was getting some work done. I mean, you ignore that guy in the midst of the team fight, he is going to get some work done, man. He's got that lethal tempo stack, so they're going to look for something here. Getting some good damage down on Blabber.
Yeah, Blabber loses half before the fight ever really even starts. Now you got Fudge going in, back up from Diplex. Blabber charges into the back line. He finds Chime. Surely he's going to die here. Fudge is huge, and he keeps pushing forward. A shutdown back up into Berserker, a kill back on Maple, and another on Solo. Boogie runs away, but Fudge is still ready. A double kill back up into Berserker.
Cloud9, no hesitation, diving into the back line there, and you said it, Blabber surely is going to die, but he survives as Diplex is able to push out Neo, and he's able to buy the time with the stopwatch there, super high value stopwatch, as Cloud9, no fear on pulling the trigger on these plays. They just get right in there. Some damage was committed down.
Rizzy! Yes, he will be. Maple takes him out. TSM's able to disengage, getting another. Berserker's on the turret. He pops the cleanse. He won't be able to find the kills. He still wants it so badly. He flashes forward. He goes after Solo. He finds one on Boogie. He looks for a little bit more. He's trying to shoot back against Maple. He goes over the wall into the enemy base. What is this man doing? Holy cow!
Berserker has never seen a fight he doesn't like. My man is diving past the tier 2, past the inhibitor towers there, straight into the base, trying to find the kill. As this one got a little bit crazy, a little bit disjointed there from Cloud9. It looked like Berserker was just thinking he was going to head back down towards bot and actually look to push in that wave. Fudge was looking for the fight, so he's going in on the re-engage, and that's where things get a little bit crazy. You know, this is earlier on. Look at the bottom side of your screen here. Boogie is doing a really good job of actually zoning out Berserker. Berserker is not really a part of this fight for a very long time. You watch him on the bottom side of your screen, and as Fudge is going forward here with Blabber, you know, they're starting to get really, really aggressive. Now look at the mini-map. You know, you can see it's right before here. Berserker starts head towards bot, right here. He was heading towards that bot side, looking to farm. Then when they fully committed, he goes straight back in. So a little bit disjointed, but Berserker is so fed. He finds the opportunity here. He has the QSS available. He has the barrier. He has the flash. So he says, you know what? We can make it happen here. Flashes in, tries to take out Solo. Can't quite do it. You know, Boogie does use that Q flash to keep his top laner alive. So a great turn there from Boogie. And it's a 1K shutdown onto Maple. He knows he went a little bit far on that one.
It's like, all right, that one was a little aggressive.
Okay, my bad.
It's all right. It's all right. For C9, they're still up about 2,500 gold. Less than 2 minutes before the Drake spawns. About a minute after that, Baron's going to be up and ready to go again. 1,000 gold shut down, critically finding its way onto Maple's Rise. I feel like this is really the TSM win condition at this point.
I mean, he almost has his death cap off of that. That would be his fourth QSS fully upgraded, so he's got the Merc Scimitar, and there's a Mikhail's. So there's double CC cleanse on him. So it's not even like you can really look for that. Boogie now maybe overextended.
Blabber flashing after Neo to make sure he keeps him locked down. With Fudge's follow-up through the TP, Neo's going to have a hard time getting away, and he cannot escape. Sejuani ulti. Not going to get a whole lot there as TSM loses their AD carry. 20 seconds left before the Drake. Neo will be back alive in time to fight for the Baron, but you would think this Drake 100% goes the way of C9.
Yeah, Neo just too far up there, unfortunately, and you can see Blabber just no hesitation goes straight in on him, hits him with the Stridebreaker slow, and just the flash follow on that fear tether. Unless you're already at max range, when you flash, he can flash follow, still get that fear down. Sure, you have the cleanse, but you're slowed up. You know, allows that time for C9 to catch up to you. Blabber now going to be over on that dragon to soloing.
He found the kill onto Chime. Now Boogie's your next target. Laser flies through the wall. Solo's ready to try to escape. Neo just barely walks out, but Boogie won't be able to stay the same. You got Diplex locking him down. It's Cloud9 cleaning him up. I think the whole damn game just ended.
Cloud9 are going to finish it out. What a team fight there. Blabber doesn't even die. Deathless on the Nocturne, surviving on a sliver of health there. Zen just runs it down into the well. Cloud9, 34 in, 20 to 8. They take down TSM. A great start to this third week for them.
What a team fighting squad, man. Honestly, again, I want to champion is the ability to always get the maximum possible amount of time out of your Q charge, because the icon, the indicator for the AoE is not completely honest. It goes a little bit further. It goes a little bit further, but here in mid lane, Jojo's going to get ganked. Bandage toss goes in, but Inspire's ready to hit back. Jojo walks away with 100 HP, and Vikla and Spica do not want to try to force anything harder.
But at the end of the...
Oh, never mind. Vikla's ready. Oh! Jojo can talk that trash all day. Vikla puts him out on the curb.
Nicely done. I was just about to say, you know, they went positive on that play with that chunk. Vikla still had passive fully stacked. They're going to TP it back in. They're going to try to punish here on the push. Will Spica come and actually cover? He does have Q flash, but no way you can actually go for it there. So he's going to try to at least freeze the wave, you know, force him to not be able to fully reset it, but he should be able to get this in. We'll see if Jojo wants to pull to the side.
Pretty low on mana right now, so needs the regeneration to spam these spells.
Also worth noting, Impact, he got chunked, but he just TP'd straight back, so the culling and everything was spent. Doesn't really get much of anything. EG now going to leash it, but it is Jojo having to mark Vikla, who is threatening from behind. and they could get pincered on because Amumu's trying to wrap around. They're going to go for Vikla instead.
Vikla's the one getting jumped on. He just gets collapsed, and Evil Geniuses find him again. After that first play, after that first blood, Vikla's Irelia has never been able to find his angles.
No, and this is really bad for FlyQuest because he dies there. They committed TP from Impact. They committed everything to really kind of build up to this moment in the game where they're going to say, all right, we're going to challenge at the third dragon. This is where we draw our line in the sand. We stop that.
He's going to be in the front. Damage on his own, but Impact makes his way into the back line. Prince grabs the kill and Inspire, and Evil Geniuses will find no more. Prince flashes forward and grabs a double kill. Now looking to find even more after, with the shutdown from Vulcan over the wall. FBI's still alive, but Impact flashes in to guarantee that won't last. Spica wants some more, but he only lands Bandage Toss into the minion wave. Someday and Vulcan. Vulcan has no mana. It's essentially Someday versus everybody, and FlyQuest walks it back.
Man, what a crazy fight there. Vulcan honestly going off on the Nami. Had so many clutch bubbles there. The perfect bubble onto Impact to actually buy time for JoJo to get away and not just get CC Chain and die 100 to 0 right off the bat. Early in the fight there, they take Baron. So that is actually so big that they're able to get it. Now, FlyQuest back alive. They take another dragon here. Not able to stop him. JoJo's got to run. He's kind of in a dicey spot, to be honest.
And it's so easy to take the Drakes like that when you have Caitlyn as your AD carry or like a high-level Tristana that can just fire over the wall at it, never put yourself in a vulnerable position. So they know they
break his shield.
Yeah, the entire culling almost breaks Soul Furnace. Almost.
That is so depressing. But the Vikla's going to look for it.
That's a tough way to be. Vikla goes in.
Inspired!
Wave comes out. Inspired may have been able to find the target here with the Prince, but they can't finish him off. Now FBI's way too far forward. Now Someday's getting killed next. It's a double kill back over to Prince, and FlyQuest don't want to stop. JoJo tries to get away with Spica, Impact, Prince, and Winsome all chasing down. Prince spears off, looking to put the damage into Vulcan, forces the flash into the EG support. It's 2-0 for FlyQuest, and Baron is on the table.
Yeah, it just looked like they decided we're going to full send it for Prince, and they went to break his shield. Like, it's only JoJo, but JoJo literally needs a death cap before he's going to be in.
I think JoJo might have more worries in his mind right now. Isaac, they're putting the damage right back into FlyQuest, though. Vikla's taken low. Prince gets a killing spree back onto Inspired, and now JoJo takes Vikla down. JoJo can't get away. Vulcan's going to go next. Prince is going for it, a triple kill back over to the Caitlyn. And FBI, the lone man standing, he jumps back in, he gets baited and outsmarted. The ace coming out for FlyQuest, coming out for Spica, and they take down EG 32 minutes into the game.
Prince had the stopwatch the whole damn time, just waiting for it. FlyQuest 5 straight wins, continuing their dominance here. This one really, really strong stuff from most of the team. You know, Vikla, I think, not having his best outing, but yeah, Prince looking bulletproof as always. Spica and Impact looking really,
Impact
really
joining the lounge. But before we get to the break, we wanted to take a moment to talk about the tragic earthquake and everyone affected by it in Turkey and Syria earlier this week. Join Riot in support by donating to the International Medial Corps by using the QR code on the screen. Here's Immortals Fleshy and Balulu with more.
Hello everyone, I'm here today with Fleshy we're just making this video to raise some awareness and do something because we feel it's all we can do right now. It's a very dark time for Turkey and we can't imagine what people are going through who are directly affected by the earthquake. But we're so sorry, and the rest of the people can raise awareness, try to help in some way, make donations, even retweet posts, post a message,
Go all the way back to the start, and I think we have the draft because, to me, I felt like you had a winning draft, but you said you should have lost the game.
Yeah, because our team running down, so...
Well, okay, so we have the draft. This was really interesting to me.
Yeah.
Caitlyn Lux Amumu at the start.
Yeah.
Then they blind Jace, and that's what set up the Sion. But what were you expecting them to do at that Jace pick?
But does it make sense to ban Jax to end and picking Jace?
Yeah.
I thought Jace going mid, but in my head, like, wait, what's AP option? He play Rumble? Of course not. He play Gragas? That's bad. And Akali? Bad. And Bloody? No. Then I'm thinking like, wait, then just picking Sion. Even I didn't play one game Sion this game. I didn't play that.
First half of the draft is mirrored by both squads here. It's double marksman bottom lanes for each side, as well as a tanky jungler with plenty of CC. Now, what are we going to look at in terms of solo lanes? 100 Thieves are going to remove the Jace. Remember back when Summit was doing his MVP performance when he was first in North America, it was like Jace and Gnar that he was able to really shine with. We got the cameras, we got the Pepes, Twitch chat, live and in person. Kassadin banned out by TL. They don't want 100 Thieves to be able to pick that one up, especially not when you got two squishy marksmen for him to target later on in the game.
When you see a bot lane like this Inspired, this kind of matchup, it's double range, it's 4 marksmen down on the bot lane, a lot of squishy champions. Are you immediately thinking you're already going to have to pay extra attention to that? That is going to draw a lot of attention down there because actually try to go for some of these 1v1s. We saw, Tenacity fighting it out against Fudge. We've seen Summit time and time again really trying to push these matchups to the limit. How do you expect, if we get to Leah, it's going to be a lot of it playing the both sides. I was going to say, how do you expect...
Twitch chat's not even as bad as some of you guys. You'll need a cold shower.
How do you expect the junglers to actually path in a game like this then? Trying to take in consideration, both the bot lane and the top lane, which mid feels like more like a farm fest and push and move, but both bot and top could be fairly spicy.
I mean, I'm not exactly sure how the bot will go, but I would imagine that it won't be too low health bars because the rank champs, I feel like they will just accept that Varus and Caitlyn are pushing, and both junglers will go try to do something on top side because there's obviously Renekton against Jax, and I think
At least potentially going to base here. I don't think you can base though with the wave this close to your tower, so he's going to have to cancel the base. Core will finish his, but I think Yana is going to try to stay around and just hold this. I mean, there's no level 6 on Busio. I don't think there's any risk of a dive or anything like that, so should just be able to farm it up, but potentially 100 Thieves can at least get some plate damage down.
I think Busio is trying to...
Oh! Hold on, Closer's coming in mid. The chain CC is...
No way!
But it ain't nice enough. Harry gets away.
Scale of 1 to 10, how tilted are you if he gets away there?
That's a tilted.
Oh man, that's rough.
I mean, I don't think it would involve into anything else but getting the gold off of the kill. It would be already nice. I think Talia would have her first item way faster, but I don't think... Maybe Team Liquid can look for the Rift Herald now because Sejuani doesn't have ult, and I don't think the start of it is that good by Closer. Oh.
Well, bottom side, 2v2. They got the damage on Core JJ, and Busio's going to take the kill. Now ready with the piercing arrow. Steady. Spell shield is done, but Yawn outplays it to take him out. It'll be a 1-for-1 with those two, but a 2-for-1 overall.
Damn, that was actually really well played by 100 Thieves. Perfectly layering the CC, the Verisol into the Caitlyn trap. They burst down Core, and I love how long Busio just actually held the piercing arrow there, winning out that mind game on the spell shield. So many people are just so quick to let it rip. As soon as they charge it up, Silver Spell Shields, they pop it right into it, but he just waited it out. And you can actually charge the Varus Q longer than the spell shield lasts.
Yeah.
And that was critical there, forcing out the spell shield.
Really hard to make anything happen. They go play.
Yoshik letting the ulti rip here. Only gonna find the Sejuani, but he flashes in for the twisted advance on Busio anyway. Busio's down to 300 HP, but Core JJ dies at the same time.
Harry's
1-for-1 here on support. Harry looking for a chance to get in, but Double Lift and Closer have made it back underneath the protection of the Tier 1 turret. Meanwhile, topside, Summit versus Tenacity! Tenacity's been getting whooped on the whole lane, but he takes him down in the solo kill.
Oh, that is a huge solo kill for Tenacity because there's no TP on Summit as well, and they know everyone just showed bot, so he can potentially push us in, maybe even take a plate if he wants. Double is pretty low here. Yawn threatening the dive. He's got to respect the Boomerang Blade. If you get attacked by that, he can dive you. So Double is having to back up, and now Closer is here. Advantage coming in massive, and Closer was so clutch with that ult on the Sejuani. He ults Harry right as he's coming in and actually prevents the sweep. Would have been able to get Double and potentially him as well. At the very least, Summit does get mid lane turret back, and now Harry getting aggressive on Doublet, who...
I don't think it was supposed to go that way.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think 100 Thieves was very, very lucky there that it was past minute 14 and Jax was able to actually TP on a ward that was placed in the pit. I think if it was before that, I don't know what exactly is the timer when the play is happening, but if he can't TP behind him, I think TL just gets a pick and gets out of it without anyone dying. So I don't think it was too planned, but it just came out on the fly. I think maybe Team Liquid didn't consider the minute 14 when they either have to rush the objective or go back to lanes.
Bjergsen,
up for the fight.
Nice placement of the wall there, cutting off the bottom lane of TL from the rest of the fight. Now Tenacity stuck here in the middle of everybody. They're going to shut him down before anybody can back him up 100 Thieves. Harry goes in. He finds the shuffle, but it's only on the Closer. Now they're going to chase him down. Pioshik wants it. Harry has nobody to body block. Ace in the hole takes him down. Double's going to grab another triple kill. It's a quadra kill for Double Lift. He just tears through him.
Doublelift team fighting rips him a new one as they try to push in there. But diving into the Talia is so dangerous. If you are not killing off this Caitlyn and this Talia immediately, you are going to get roasted. And they just go straight into the meat grinder, trying to finish off Closer, trying to kill off Busio. Bjergsen and Doublelift were completely untouched.
Yeah, honestly, I think if Team Liquid just played a little bit slower, like after getting the first kill on the Jax, I think Jax is going in a bit too early. Talia W misses. Now, if Team Liquid just uses their cooldowns on Jax and then slow down the fight and disengages and plays it again, I think they're in a very good spot, but they get very ahead of themselves and they keep chasing. Like, I don't think Azir needs to do this play, especially if the enemy carries get flashes up. I think the Herald is already theirs and they basically take 1 for 0. But yeah, they opted to keep fighting and it didn't go their way.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard with a heavy melee comp to fight into Talia, right? If you are not killing off that Talia at the start, charging straight into her, you're going to get shredded. I mean, Doublelift pick up a lot of the kills there, but Bjergsen was obviously getting a lot of damage done as well. And I mean, it's a tough flank to make happen. As the Jax, without ult, like, you don't have that ability to get the extra resistances when you're getting into the middle of the team. So as soon as Counter-Strike ends, you die like instantly.
Yeah, I thought 100 Thieves will just keep pushing top and bot, top and mid, and try to maybe engage when the Herald gets lower, but they opted to engage instantly, even though Jax didn't have ult and was like splitted from the team, but it worked out well for them.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it is a slight lead for the line here, but it's Summit that's on this flank angle. There's Tenacity looking for that isolation.
Yeah, Summit's just running away from everybody else. Tenacity wants to chase him. The Weavers won't harry. But now they've already popped the enemy mid laner. That's huge for 100 Thieves. The Drake is taken low. Who's going to get it? It's stolen away by Closer. They grab their second kill. The Thieves are absolutely slaughtering Team Liquid in this fight.
Yeah, Harry just got way too far forward. It looked like Bjergsen just straight up hit him with the seismic shove. I think it was Closer that hit him with the ulti after. And you get burst down like that, you lose the Azir for free, and all of a sudden it's a disaster because Azir's down. Summit is marked on the side. And as soon as the Azir was dead, Doublelift just goes up there with Tenacity and finishes off that Renekton. So TL getting nothing here. So if they show multiple members up there, and he can just go right back for it, but instead he's going to TP. They're going to commit to just finishing this. Maokai's not even anywhere close.
Oh, we've got a teleport coming in.
Oh,
very,
no,
very
not again.
100 Thieves. Tenacity's now in a 1v4. Summit's going to be in a 1v4. Summit's already losing his. Tenacity barely took 25% damage. 100 Thieves get a free kill on top of the Baron. 4,000 gold ahead now with a 5v4 for 45 seconds.
And they could potentially close this game out during the Baron. It feels like bot lane is already cracked open. They're pushing through top here, pushing through mid. Going to be able to really extend this gold lead. It was about 1.5, 2K like 2 minutes ago, and it's now already going to be up to 6K here. They're knocking down so many towers on this push. It's going to be a massive buy when 100 Thieves does go back.
I don't even know if they need to go back, man.
Yeah.
They're just hard forced them
Tenacity?
here. Tenacity just about dead. They will at least get him. That's going to stop this for now. Doublelift and 100 Thieves managed to crack open the mid lane, but they didn't actually take the inhibitor itself. Pyosik goes in looking for Doublelift, but alone he can't get it done. Ace in the hole fires off. Doublelift still might be under pressure, but no, he just turns his gun right back on Yon. And now Harry teleporting behind the enemy team, trying to get the angle. He could be in trouble next. Tries to walk it off, escape out to the right. Doublelift still looking to collapse on him here. Bjergsen knows he can catch up. Talia is faster than Azir. Goes for seismic shove, doesn't hit it. Throw in another rock. Just keep him around, keep him distracted. Wait for Double M. 1,022 damage.
Late game has arrived. The 1K headshot there for the 11th kill for Doublelift. I feel like this is 3 games in a row where we've had an AD with over 10 kills.
Yeah, AD is very bad.
Bot lane is strong this match?
Yeah, it's looking very, very good in the bot.
Oh man, it's gonna be tough now. And a full LDR purchased up after that from Doublelift. So all the items coming through here, multiple members buying full items there on 100 Thieves side. Elder has spawned. They're just gonna start it immediately because why not?
Azir has no TP. It's gonna be 4v5. They try to contest.
And no flash as well on Pyosik, so how does he even get in there? It seems almost impossible. Doublelift just dropping the trap line. They see him there, and Tenacity's going to look to push him out.
Yeah, Tenacity doesn't want to let Pyosik anywhere near this. Bjergsen's going to ride in the Weaver's wall. Just let that one keep everybody separated. This is Elder Dragon. Honestly, if Doublelift gets a headshot into Core JJ from full HP, I think he kills him.
I think
just
so too.
With one bullet.
Yeah. a good chance. I mean, he bought an extra item. Core has 1900 health, so.
Honestly, I think it's the last chance for Team Liquid to win is Core acting a bit juicy there, and maybe
Just bait him in.
Maybe WF will like go for the montage play, trying to rush the tip and throw the game. I think honestly that's the best way they have of winning a game at this point.
Sometimes you just gotta bait him in with the goofy plays. But 100 Thieves, they are taking no chances with anything so far. They're just shoving in as a group. Bjergsen is still a little bit removed from the rest of the team. So remember what I said about one bullet?
Forget Core. Kill Jan instead, dummies.
Just shoot the guy with one bullet, and you'll win the whole game right there. Pioshik even takes 800 damage with the 10-shot crit. Doublelift has no fear, and he doesn't need to have it, man. Nobody can survive this. 100 Thieves with the Elder Dragon wastes no time pushing Team Liquid back into their own fountain. The Elder Dragon's just puking on everybody. Double kill for Doublelift. There it is, 37 minutes in, 22 to 8. 100 Thieves get the dub.
Doublelift's looking a little bit strong, guys. 14-0-6 on the Caitlyn. Monster game from Doublelift, who has been on a tear, honestly, these last 4 games. It feels like he had back-to-back-to-back Zeri games he was crushing on. Great team fighting on the Caitlyn as well. You know, they got the 2v2 kill, killed both in bot lane, and we're up 20 CS as well after getting 3 camp ganked. So 100 Thieves, really doing well here. Felt like a pretty bulletproof game. Like they were in control for a vast majority of it.
Yeah, I agree. I think you can safely say
We were facing TL and FlyQuest. We took down TL and FlyQuest is undefeated, so we are going for them tomorrow.
So I love to hear. And I have one kind of point. There's something that you wanted to talk to the people at home, struggles that you've been going through.
This week has been actually rough for me because, as many of you know, there was a devastating earthquake happened in Turkey and Syria. First of all, my prayers goes to people that got affected by it. And I also want to say, if you support me, I hope you support my country as well in these hard times. And I want to thank my teammates. They supported me this week. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for going through this one, brother. 100%. There's going to be many resources out there for you guys to be sending any donations, anything within your powers. So please, I appreciate you guys. And thank you for taking this interview.
Thank you.
All right, thank you guys. And after this break, it's going to be CLG versus Golden Guardians. Stick around.